Have you ever been exposed to a seizure before? I have. Seizures are very well known all around the world, and according to the World Health Organization, 50 million people worldwide have seizures. That is a very big number. The reason I am interested into this topic is because of my younger sister. She used to have seizures when she was younger, and it was very scary, and I don't want people to panic whenever they see a situation like that. So today I'm going to talk about what a seizure is, what it causes, and the treatments for it. According to MyOClinic.org, a seizure is a sudden uncontrolled electrical disturbance in the brain. A seizure can also be described as body shaking or loss of consciousness. There are many types of seizures. The first type is the focal or partial seizure. And according to Epilepsy Ontario, a focal or partial seizure is when just one part of the brain is affected. There are two types of this. There is with awareness, that means that they know what is happening and they can communicate during a seizure. And there is loss awareness. That is when the person does not know what is happening and they are unsure of how they got there. Another type of seizure is the generalized seizure. The generalized seizure affects the left and right parts of the brain. Absent seizures are one type of this. It's without warning, lasts 2 to 10 seconds. Another type of generalized seizure is the tonic-clonic. This lasts 2 to 3 minutes and up to 5. It involves muscle stiffening, body jerking, but if it lasts more than 5 minutes, it can be life-threatening. The next type of generalized seizure is the tonic seizure. It is not seen in children, but when it is unwarned and it causes the person to collapse. The next type of seizure is the clonic seizure. The person loses control of their body begins to jerk, and they can lose consciousness. The next type is tonic seizure. This is very uncommon. It causes facial and muscle spasms, but there are no convulsions, but it finishes off by confusion. The myoclonic seizure is the last one. It causes muscle jerks in parts or all of the body. Now that I've told you all the specific types of seizures, let's go ahead and talk about the causes. One cause it can lead up to is a long-term disease, which is epilepsy. Epilepsy is when a person has a lot of recurrent seizures. Epilepsy can cause a pregnant woman to lose their baby or the baby to have health problems. Another thing that a seizure can cause is behavior change. It can make a person uncertain and want to be with people all the time, or uncertain and want to be away from people all the time. It can also cause trauma. According to Healthline.com, there can be paralysis involved after a seizure. The next and last thing a seizure can cause is death. According to the article, How Serious Are Seizures? If a person has seizures, their probability of death is 1.6 to 3 times higher than a normal person. Now, let's talk about treatments. How to treat a seizure. The first thing that comes up to mind is doctor. Go to the doctor, get examined, get medication. According to MyOClinic.org, medicine can control seizures that involve convulsions, such as anticonvulsants. The next thing you can do to treat a person is to stay with that person at all times. When they are having a seizure, stay with them, don't leave them. That way they can feel secure and safe. These other ways are very specific. The first way is to prevent choking. How to prevent choking? You loosen up the clothes on their neck, that way they won't choke. The next thing you do is roll them to their side so they can open up their airway. That way they can breathe. Next, you want to check that there is nothing stuck in their throat, that way they won't choke to death. Now the other one, if it involves water, you want to make sure you get to that person really fast so they won't drown. Ask for space, but don't restrain the person because that will only make them angry and scared. Next thing you want to do is do the same thing you do for choking. Roll them on their side, make sure they don't have anything stuck in their throat, and call 911. Now, another way, and the last way you can help people when they are having seizures, is to keep them from hurting themselves by pushing sharp objects, furniture, anything that could cause them to hurt themselves away. There are many cases where a person falls because of a seizure and hits their head and just dies. So after I have told you all the types of seizures, what a seizure causes, and all the treatments, hopefully the next time you see a person, you know a little bit of what to do and how to do it.